What is up? My name is Mike, and it is a wonderful Sunday. I'm flying out tomorrow across the world. Hopefully they don't lose my luggage again, because last time I got one of these very awesome slips. Nach 5 Tagen bitte aufrufen. Yeah, goodbye with that. I lost my luggage in Frankfurt, I lost my luggage in Paris, and maybe if I'm lucky, they'll lose it a third time this year for me. Woo! So without further ado, today we're talking about Vivid token. It's got this cute little character to it. Ian, the CEO, is a fan of my videos, and that's a nice way to kind of introduce everything. And I was like, oh, cool. So what's up? This is a cool, interesting project that, to be quite honest, I literally didn't understand at first, and that's probably what your thoughts would be if you visited the website, you watched the original video on there, and you're like, huh, what's going on here, right? But this is a project that I'm putting my name behind because I trust the friend that recommended it to me. I was like, oh, this is something I don't yet understand, but it's new, it's a concept, and if we look at the next 5 to 10 years, this is something that could be brought to a lot of people's attention, and it's technology that actually progresses us as a society. A lot of people are unfortunately looking at the current down that we're in for the bear market. They're thinking, oh no, it's gonna be a slump forever, because they only see 2 weeks ahead of them, if that. But we gotta be looking at the next couple of years, the next couple of decades, the next generation. What are we trying to do with blockchain, with cryptocurrencies? So hopefully we're able to unite as a community together and kick out all the bad projects where it's only the good ones and the cool ones that are remaining. So Elon Musk, everybody loves him, right? Or at least most people. He's got a lot of cool ideas. Well, there's plenty of other people just like him. So let's begin with what is Vivid token, because as soon as you visit the website at the current moment, you're going to be a little bit confused. It looks nice, but here's the thing. Ian, we discussed it with them. We're like, hey, it needs to be simplified a little bit more for the average person coming in. What is it exactly? So I made some notes. It's pretty much a community-focused portfolio app that is also including augmented reality into it. So, for example, if you're using Snapchat filters, sometimes if you scroll through, let's say it's a holiday, you put reindeer, right? Because it's Christmas, or Santa Claus. You put them in the corner, and while you're looking around, that character is already put down in that one little corner. Maybe you put him on the table, maybe you put him up above you or on your sister's head. But as you're moving around the camera, that character stays and remains in that position. And you go back, oh, look at that little character, it's dancing. So that's fun, that's Snapchat. But this is more business related, where you can put down your portfolio. It's kind of like a Blockfolio, but in augmented reality in 3D. Now, this has a lot of cool aspects to it, but a lot of people will be asking, why do we need it? There's current versions of applications that you're able to trade cryptocurrencies on. Everything looks fine. Yes, but there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made upon those. So this is going into that market, competing against those apps, but not really. It's a one-stop shop for technical analysis, but it's not trying to go against everybody else. It's got different sectors to it. So maybe just one of these sectors may be really cool for investors in the future, and they're like, oh hey, let's go into this project, and it's gonna rise in value. It's divided into multiple things, but my personal favorite, just as an influencer, as a YouTuber, as someone who's blogged in the past before I quite enjoy Steemit, I look at it also from the advertising perspective. Now, when you have a three-dimensional application going on, you can have ads playing in the background. So let's say you put on your portfolio right in front of you, you see it, and in the background there's a three-dimensional ad. Now you can't use ad blocker because it doesn't exist for that. So for advertisers that's perfect, because every single person who uses the application will be able to see that. Now of course it only applies to that application, however it's a step forward for future applications where it's going to become the norm. So I'm sure there's going to be updates in the future to protect against people who find out ways how to prevent those ads from popping up. But at the current moment for advertisers, ad block has affected the advertising industry in tremendous ways. For example, YouTube's advertising has been going down steadily in terms of CPMs, RPMs, all of that for individual content aggregators for the past couple of years, due to the fact that there's more people posting now than ever before. There's more advertisers than you're able to choose from, so that's kind of a good thing. But there's also the bad aspect to it, where ad block and similar programs are preventing a lot of these viewers from even looking or caring about these advertisements. Personally, I'll admit, I use ad block. Now, for the influencers that I like, I turn it off sometimes, and there's those pages that force you to turn it off, but even there's ways around that. Anyways, that was just something that I thought about, like, that's interesting, you know, just the fact that you're watching and there's an advertisement behind it. Now, for the consumer, you hate ads, what are you going to do? There's going to be a freemium version with the advertisements playing in the background, so you're able to make money in terms of this is for the investors out there. But for the consumers of the platform that aren't happy with seeing advertisements, you pay a certain fee for, you know, removing it, making sure it's a clean slate. That's one aspect to it. The application was actually inspired by a lot of different sources, but one of them was Steemit, and Steemit is a community that I love. Unfortunately, it has a lot of improvements that need to be made, and I know Dan's working on EOS and plenty of other things. EOS had its own stuff going on, so we're not going to be seeing any great upgrades on Steemit anytime soon. And this is kind of interesting because it's pretty much all about the community. So it's community focused, where a lot of people will be sharing their opinions on the markets for technical analysis. Maybe there's some influencers that, as the application keeps growing in terms of size, there's going to be a lot of people who want to support these influencers. And unlike something like Snapchat, where, okay, sure, cool, someone has a lot of viewers, wow, awesome. Unless you're like Kim Kardashian, you're not going to be making a bunch of money because whatever, right? But with this, you have people, for example, cryptocurrency YouTubers make a lot more per viewer than, you know, any other industry. I mean, there's only a select amount of small other niches that can even compete against cryptocurrencies. I mean, just as an example, you know, you got people paying $5 to all the way up to $50 per every viewer. On CoinMarketCap, on CoinDesk, on Cointelegraph, you have CPMs of $25. You have CPMs averaging just something that's outrageous, right? Because people in other niches are lucky if they get 50 cents for 1,000 people, right? So what does that tell you? If someone's a large influencer because they're, you know, given a lot of signals or technical analyses and they're, you know, going in the right direction, maybe they're a genius, or maybe they're just very lucky and the market's going the way it should be, and a lot of people like that, maybe they're going to be supporting them, they're going to be following them, they're going to try and reach out. Now with Steemit, okay, you got Steam Chat, but a lot of these guys who have a fair amount of Steam power on the website, they don't check Steam Chat. Some don't even know about Steam Chat, right? They just put in $1 million and they kind of left it in there, and that's it. They may post on it, they may read through the comments, but the notification system kind of sucks in my opinion. If you're trying to reach out to someone on Steemit, the best thing you can do is try looking them up on other social media platforms and reaching out. And again, with YouTube, for example, it used to be good, but you can't do anything with YouTube. So other YouTubers that don't have their emails in there, it's just a really bad system. So hopefully with Vivid Token, they're able to make a really nice communication system where people are able to direct message each other. And a lot of these guys who are giving great advice, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of millionaires who are interested, where ding, 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 for these influencers, they can become the next millionaire too, as long as, you know, they keep posting, they keep being, whatever it is they're doing. Information is one of the easiest things to sell. So you can monetize your predictions, you can interact with other community members. It's fun to share your portfolio, where there's this whole other aspect to it. It's kind of a small amount, but there is the whole bragging rights where, okay, you went out to dinner, you got caviar, you got your model girlfriend, you bought so much Bitcoin, you just became a millionaire, you're flashing your rollie, you got an AP on your other wrist, you go splash in the water, there's dolphins, you're iced out to the max. What are you gonna do? Your portfolio just went up another milli. You're gonna take a picture. You're gonna not just do a screenshot, but take a picture. Your girlfriend's in the back. You know, you got like 50 watches on your dinner plate with caviar just sinking in it, right? And in the middle, you got your portfolio, or maybe off to the corner, you just move your portfolio around. Or maybe you do like a 3D video of it, like, whoa, I'm on a roller coaster here, a golden roller coaster, mine, my own. Yeah, I bought the whole theme park, boom. Oh, by the way, this coin just went up, and that coin just went down, it got dumped. So there's that whole thing. I don't know, let's say like a rapper would really like that feature. So I'm not generalizing, but I don't know. Who brags? You gotta be humble. Stay humble. So we're going to quickly recap. I'm going to show you how the website looks like, and if you have an iPhone X, currently you're able to check out the beta, and it's going to look really beautiful on there. I unfortunately don't, but you know. So it's adding a new dimension to your data. There's premium professional indicators, there's community coded indicators. It's a self-sustaining economy where everybody's kind of interacting with one another, you're making friends. It's fun to share your portfolio and your indicators and your opinions. It's like a monetized version of Reddit and Steemit and all these platforms coming together with that whole AR aspect to it. It's made for all platforms. Currently, it is initially optimized for the English and Chinese markets. However, it's going to be expanding as we go on further. For the 2D users, they want to improve the experience compared to all these other applications out there. But the 3D is the real selling point here, where it's something that's awesome to check out, right? You may not fully get it. For example, when I was having a chat with Ian, I asked, we were discussing virtual reality and augmented reality, and I said, well, the only other project I can think of is VibeHub, right? And VibeHub did it phenomenally over the past couple of months. Now, of course, it went down with the bear market as everything else, but that was virtual reality, and Ian believes that virtual reality is a great technology. It was necessary and advancement for AR and a lot of other things, but they marketed it wrong. Not VibeHub, but just VR in general. The attention was in the wrong place. It didn't go as it should have, and the average consumer doesn't really care about VR. Okay, cool, you can game or watch entertainment on there, but that's as far as it's probably going to go. And maybe it's used for betas and, I don't know, space travel or whatever, but that's it, right? Augmented reality, though, he truly believes, Ian, that, you know, with glasses coming out more in development and the future's looking interesting, where maybe it's glasses, maybe it's like some contacts in your eyes, or you got like some hollow ring or watch or whatever, but 3D is definitely going to be coming out a little bit more, but it doesn't want to be intrusive, like you have this giant headset on you. Ooh. So right now, maybe there's not a lot of cool technologies in place, but you know, over the next couple of years, there's going to be more stuff rolling out. And some of these companies are investing pretty heavily, like billions and billions of dollars into R&D for, you know, these glasses like Google, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever it is, right? So, I don't know, it's definitely a viable thing, but right now we have something that you can see on your iPhone. So, anyways, let's check out the website, take a peek at it from my marketing perspective, and then it's all up to you guys. Let me know what you think.
I was just reading a piece on one of my favorite presidents, Andrew Jackson. I had to throw this in there just because it's so crazy. Jackson, knowing that he was about to duel an excellent marksman, where right above it said, it should be noted that Dickinson was able to shoot 4 bullets within the space of a dollar coin at 24 paces away. Wow. So Jackson prepared for the event by wearing an overly large coat to disguise his body's form. So pretty much, you know, the good old sneaky tactics. He planned on letting Dickinson shoot him first. And at the dueling ground, Jackson carried out his strategy with devastating effect. After the order to fire had been given, Dickinson turned, shot Jackson in the chest, missing his heart by only an inch. Because, according to witnesses at the event, they all thought Dickinson had missed because Andrew Jackson just stood there like nothing had happened. After being shot in the chest, Jackson took his time before finally delivering a bullet to Dickinson's abdomen. That, ladies and gentlemen, later, Mr. Jackson became the president of the United States of America. Andrew Jackson was supposedly part of anywhere from 10 to 100 different duels. I wanted to throw that in there because that was a fun fact for today, and that was just really crazy. So anyways, Vivid Token, I started watching the video just to check whether it's the new and updated video. It is not. But fear not, that's okay. This video, you most likely are watching it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, by the second or third time you understand that it's a demonstration. But if it's your first time on the website, on the platform, you're like, I have no idea what this is explaining. And that's fine. It looks nice. It's going for the sexy effect. The website looks fantastic. I mean, let's explore that right now. So it's got a lot of 3D stuff going on it. You see these little animations over there. The computer's on fire. It looks neat. It's sleek. It has a lot of information on it, and that's what I like from a marketing standpoint and from just, you know, first impressions on the website. It's going through a lot, and wow, the colors really just kind of are vibrant. They pop out at you. But the whole problem is, for somebody who's brand new to this, they don't really understand what's going on here. Rethink your portfolio and your communities. Put your holdings to work. Now, fear not. We already told Ian about this. Ian is fixing it. Ian's going to upgrade the website a little bit. He's going to throw some more videos on there with more details. So for newcomers in the future, they're able to understand it better. But hey, it was a good start. And here's how the pre-sale's looking so far. But anyways, let's go on to the white paper and let's compare Vivid with Blockfolio and Delta and Altfolio. This was an interesting page to look at, 9 out of 46 here. So some things that Blockfolio, Delta, and Altfolio aren't able to do. So obviously the AR aspect, adding custom indicators to your chart, purchasing and publishing custom indicators. Okay, so that's alongside that. Drawing and saving technical analyses. That's pretty cool. Publishing the technical analyses. The only other platform that you're able to log into a portfolio account on multiple devices is Delta here. So Blockfolio is missing that. You're able to see the portfolio performance history over time in USD, Bitcoin, Ethereum, where Delta has it only in USD and Bitcoin. Blockfolio and Altfolio don't even have that over the past, I don't know, couple of weeks or months, whatever's been going on. So that's interesting. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, it's going to go more into the technical analysis of it, where here are the 5 pillars of the platform so far. So there's portfolio management, there's technical indicators, it's this social content platform, so it's kind of like Steemit, but hopefully better. There's a voting system. Now that I don't fully understand yet. We'll see how that goes out into effect. And then, of course, the AR advertising. Here's talking about the AR advertising, so this is pretty cool. I mean, just again, from an advertising standpoint, it's something I definitely check out once the application is out and running. I mean, it is right now, and there was an advertisement campaign already. So let's actually show you how it looked like. It was with Viacoin, which Viacoin was actually the one that had a little bit of trouble. It was in the news recently due to Binance hack, but all the fault fell on Binance for that. So they've had some partnerships here with Viacoin. And let's scroll through. This was a little bit ago. I'm unable to find the advertisement where I thought it was posted on Twitter. I thought Ian said it would be, but that's fine, whatever. Maybe it was removed or something. I did see a tweet talking about how Superman talked about it. There were some other large influencers going into it as well. So it's got definitely some movement in terms of the marketing aspect from it. Now, if you want to scroll through the token metrics, that's all yours. But the main important thing whenever you're going through is the team. And I really want to quickly discuss that because Ian over here is from the Silicon Valley world, where he's been able to raise a couple $1 million from VCs on past companies, and he decided that's not the route he wants to take with this company. He decided it's much better to go to the public, and there's going to be a lot more freedom where otherwise, sure, he would have gotten the money with VCs, but there would be some clauses on that where he was just not willing to do that. And at this point, I'm sure him and his team don't really care about that. If you check out the LinkedIn accounts of multiple members of the team, you can see they've worked with some pretty great projects. There's the marketing company. And the last thing that really puts this project in a nice spot is the humbling amount that they're trying to raise here, which it's not going for that much. So far, they raised around 44%. Approximately 2.3 million out of the 5.4 million tokens have been sold for this pre-sale, and they're really going for around $8 million for 70% of the tokens, which isn't really bad. I mean, that's nothing compared to all these ICOs trying to raise 20, 50, 100, $150 million. You see $8 million for 70%, it's a really decent amount. That's nothing. So definitely was something checking out. Again, a little recap. There's multiple segments to it. Anything from AR advertising, the whole augmented reality aspect of it is cool. A community-focused platform that will feature token indications and some influencers that once they start using the platform, they'll be able to share their signals, their opinions, whatever's going on. You're able to draw on your portfolio. You got a portfolio management system, and it's looking pretty chill. So anyways, my name is Michael Kubera. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, I definitely check out the app on an iPhone X. I wish I had that for this video because that would have been the killer aspect of it. However, maybe there's some other influencers that have been able to review that. Anyways, it is time for me to head on a plane pretty soon. Or actually, rather, pack. But peace.